cold out here, but I have this beast to keep me warm. That's because I'm in one of the hottest vehicles in the industry right now, the all-new Ford Bronco. Ford has brought the name back as a brand, and right now there are two versions. First came the Bronco Sport, a unibody SUV based on the Ford Escape. But this is the one we've all been waiting for, the body-on-frame Bronco that Ford has pointed straight square at Jeep's iconic Wrangler. So let's find out just how close it comes to hitting its mark. The Bronco comes in 6 trim levels, all of them in 2-door or 4-door, starting at $41,099. I have the Wild Track, the highest trim and the most off-road capable. It starts at $67,699 in my 2-door configuration and $60,799 if you want 4 doors. My tester's been loaded with numerous options, and it comes to $67,529 before freight and taxes. Just as with the Wrangler, the 4-door and its 5 seats will undoubtedly outsell the 2-door, since my rear seat is cramped and awkward to get in. The tailgate swings out to access the cargo compartment, while maximum towing capacity on all models is 3,500 pounds. 2 engines are available depending on the trim. They're both turbocharged, which Ford calls EcoBoost. There's a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder that makes 275 horsepower and 315 foot-pounds of torque, and it comes with a 7-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic. The other is a 2.7-liter V6, making 315 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque, and comes only with the 10-speed automatic. The V6 is the only choice in the Wild Track, but it can be optioned on every other trim. 4-wheel drive is standard on all trims, of course. My Wild Track includes 4 low and 4 high, along with a 4 auto setting that can be used on hard surfaces. That's handy on wet or snowy roads. It also gets front and rear electronic locking differentials. Terrain management is standard on all Bronco trims and has between 5 and 7 settings that are optimized for various road surfaces. All automatic equipped Broncos get trail control, a low-speed cruise control for off-road, and 1-pedal drive, again for off-road use, which applies the brakes as soon as you let off the throttle. Another feature, Trail Turn Assist, brakes 1 rear wheel on turns, so the Bronco pivots and turns tighter when there's not a lot of space to maneuver. The Wild Track comes standard with a hardtop and with a Sasquatch package that's optional on some other trims. That adds heavy-duty Bilstein monotube shocks, fender flares, and 17-inch beadlock-capable wheels wrapped with 35-inch tires. I haven't yet been able to pit a Bronco and Wrangler head-to-head, but going on previous Jeep experience, the two seem pretty evenly matched when you take them off the pavement. Jeep boasts better approach angles, Ford has better breakover, and they're pretty much matched for departure angles. The Bronco has independent front suspension, while Wrangler sticks to a solid front axle. You're always aware that this is a truck, which of course is the idea. If you wanted a lighter-duty SUV, you'd buy the Bronco Sport. But even though it's rough and tough, the Bronco is responsive and well-composed when tackling tough terrain. That carries through to pavement, where most drivers are going to spend the majority of their time. The Bronco is a bit lumpy, but it's still more calm and collected here as well. That's in sharp contrast to the Wrangler, which is rough and choppy. The Bronco is far more well-rounded as a daily driver. Ford says it designed the Bronco by asking Wrangler owners what they didn't like about their vehicles. You can take the doors off both of them, but you have to leave the Jeeps behind. Instead, you can stow them in the Bronco, in the back in the 4-door, or with the rear seats down in the 2-door. You need side mirrors to legally drive doorless on public roads, and the Broncos stay on the body, while Jeep owners have to buy aftermarket ones that fit in the hinges. But a point in Jeep's favor for the open-air crowd is that its windshield folds down, while the Bronco's does not. So overall, has Bronco out-Jeeped the Jeep? We still need to compare them directly, but there's no question that Ford really did its homework here and came up with a very good off-roader. This is going to be a great rivalry, and it's only just begun. For Driving.Ca, I'm Jill McIntosh, and for more news and reviews, off and on-road, be sure to visit us on Instagram and Twitter.